Hello, my beautiful peeps, locking down the truth with Marci Lock. So I am just actually found myself on the beach that it was just a couple weeks ago to maybe a month ago that we actually did filming on this beach for the documentary coming out of my life. And I was just kind of sharing a video with my Lock Last accountability group, which if you don't know what that is, it's a place where I created that anyone can get access to my Lock Last formula, which is the formula designed to create a lasting result in your life, in every aspect of your life, turning to awesomeness, so that the peeps can just even start with that understanding and implement that into their life. And you can get that at locklast.com if you want to really learn that formula. That's the base formula and foundation I put all my peeps through. That big teaching video I just did and shared in there, a little bit of crying, a little bit of teary-eyed for what I'm realizing and shifting into the space of, is not what I'll go into, but part of it is finding myself here on this beach and how much my life has shifted and changed, and from just even 2 years ago when I moved out from Utah to be able to live in paradise, and today was looking at a house that's the next level house that I want to buy and rent and experience for my boys and for my personal clients to come into town and hang out with me. And there's something that I felt was really valuable in understanding to be able to have these shifts and experiences so fast. So the reason that even the documentary is being made in my life is they're like, you went from a $2 an hour waitress with 10 bucks to your name and 2 kids to feed to, multi-millionaire, having clients pay you up to $1 million to work with you for a year in just 6 years. And this is the thing that I just feel so inspired to share with you, is that that's all because that to me is this, it seems like this big long journey, and it really happens so fast because I was dedicated to going internal, and I was dedicated to that path and the process of the internal game. My good friend that I was talking to today, AJ, and I was sharing with him some of the experiences that I've been through recently, that I put myself through for constant continual growth and expansion, from my Vipassana to my subconscious reprogramming to a lot of those things. Even going to be in Costa Rica in the next month to do some deep intense stuff. Is that the depth and the level that you're willing to go internally is where you find the diamonds and where you find the nuggets of truth. And this is what something that I was just even mentioning today in my group, is that when you're on this path of going in the internal game, it can only get easier and greater. Like AJ and I were talking about today, how we're both in this place where you make millions and having a dream house and having all these things, and it just being so easy and effortless. It's like, well, then what do I want to create now? And you're just in a place of service to the world. And this is something that wealth is actually an energy, where money and how the world's been trained in money is this thing that you have to have, and you're striving for, and you're fighting, and you're struggling, and all these things. And so then you continue to need it and be pushing it and fighting it. Wealth is an energy of there's always so much and there's always plenty. Getting to a place where you don't even think about that having a value or a limit on what you want to be experiencing. It's more, what do I want to experience? Because what serves and supports me in this capacity that I can hold for the world and what I can give to the world and what I can do is how I become even bigger. I create even more, and then I receive even more. And so just even being this place where it's in our minds, that would have been oh my gosh, that's the ultimate. And now it's well, now what's next for us to do to serve the world that just gets to be this fun game? It can only get easier and more effortless. That is literally what you're meant to be experiencing. Because right now, just sitting here, the energy coming from your body, you're vibrating in energy, that is creating something. The thoughts that you have, the perceptions that you're seeing in the world, the words that you're using are all creating something. So just sitting here being and not doing anything at all, you are literally creating. So when you really tune in, it's well, what are you creating? If we're meant to create that effortlessly, then it assists in you understanding and knowing that's exactly what you have. What are the words that you're using? What are the thoughts that you're having? The perceptions that you're having? What are the feelings coming from your body? That's why you have what you have. And when you can align all those operating systems to maximize and be in alignment, again, also we go from you might be thinking the thoughts over here, saying the words surface self-empowerment tells you, and down here in your gut and everything that you are says, nuh-uh, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, I don't deserve that, because you're programming and what you had in your past experience. So it's it's over here and it's right here, and it's well, it can't come together. It's not in alignment to receive it. So I just want to share this with you, and that, you know, that's the power of we as individuals are so much greater and bigger and grander, and more possibilities are there for us than we could ever even wrap our heads around or fathom. I would have never been able to see this as a place that I'd get to in my life, and this is an inkling of what I get to continue to create and do. And even sharing how, you know, one of my personal clients, I just shared earlier on a post how, you know, she was invited to one of the advisors' offices in the Obama organization, and sharing and having her voice in there, how it could have created a massive shift for our world, and even what happened with Standing Rock. And that's just from one person choosing to actually speak up and share. And so even if I influence her and what she does now influences the world, can you imagine what you could actually shift in the world when you choose to just stand up and live in your truth, live in your voice, live in your heart, live in the alignment to who you really are, and how easy you are meant to be experiencing this. This is all just for you. It's play, and it's meant to be for you, whatever you want, as easy or as hard as you want to make it. So I just felt like I got to share that with you guys as I'm, you know, tuning into now what's the next thing that I want to create with, you know, I'm going to take on a couple more clients for next year, and I'm booked, I'm full for all of next year, with my retreats filled out, with, you know, my masterminds, and you know, the availabilities with my coaches, and just a couple more personal client spots with me, and it's what do I want to create that's going to serve the world to an even greater degree. So I want you to tune in for yourself, and it's like even what you could imagine, I know that it can go way beyond that. So start with just even going internal. If I can say anything to you, it's not the business coaching, it's not the any other coaching that's gonna get you to find the depth in those treasures to feel free. It's the internal game that sets you free, that allows you to create the business and create the relationship and create the money and create everything else. So I love you guys. Power of choice is yours. I'm gonna let you enjoy this. Choose your best life. Lock it down.